Hey everybody, welcome back. If you're new here, hi, I'm Mercury. So today it was going to be a chat in the park video, but y'all, it is so windy out there. It is like unbelievably windy that there would have been no way you would have been able to hear a word I was saying because the wind would have been all in the microphone and like just and yeah. So I went for my walk. I got my steps in, but I couldn't do my chat in the park as I had been planning. So we'll have a chat right here on the couch. So I just wanted to pop on and just sort of like give a little update, stuff on my mind, and what I'm thinking, where we're going, and what's new. So I've been trying to like find things to do, some place to stop by after work, something to try out, see if there's any events going on in New York. And we're in that weird lull between winter stuff wrapping up and spring stuff not quite starting yet. And there's really not a heck of a lot going on. Now, that's not to say there's nothing going on, but they tend to be things that are like an endeavor, right? Like, I could go to a museum, but for me to just pop into a museum after work, it doesn't feel like I could give it the time that I would want to be able to see and take in everything. You know, I'm looking for something like, you know, that I could enjoy in a shorter amount of time. And those type of things right now feel very few and far between. So it's like during the holidays, there's all the winter markets and you could walk around or you could see all the pretty lights and decorations. You could go to the parks and see what's going on. Same thing could be said in the spring and summer, right? They have different events and activities that you could walk around and find. There's street fairs and markets. And we're in that sour spot. It's not the sweet spot, right? So it's that sour spot of like, winter stuff is done, summer, spring stuff hasn't quite started yet, and here we are. So I am filming this at sort of the last week of March and kind of beginning of April, and that's sort of this time of like, everything is kind of transitioning, we're getting ready, but we're not quite in or out just yet. So that being said, there are times that I get questions, Mercury, where do you find all these cool things that you do? I got a few sources. One of them, Time Out New York. They have lots of great ideas for things to do. They also have a list of things to do specifically that are free, which is amazing, right? Like, New York is not a cheap city to exist in. And the fact that they have an entire section of free things to do, that's amazing. Secret NYC is another place that I get a lot of information for things to do. So it's very, very similar. There will be a lot of overlap between those two, but also another great option of finding things to do. I'll also use social media and I'll search around. Sometimes things are just like direct advertised because I'm looking for these things. Like, you know, the smart computers are doing the smart computer things and saying like, hey, you like that thing, you might like this thing. So those are some of the things that I do to find, you know, events and activities and the things that I like to go out and do. But it's quiet time right now. So been chilling at home a bit, been reading. Also I've been feeling kind of tired a lot lately, and I don't know if it's because I'm not like going out as much, and I'm, you know, like a body in motion stays in motion and a body at rest stays in rest. And I feel like I've been at rest too long, but like I also haven't been sleeping really well. I'm lucky if I get 6 hours of sleep these days. And it's not for lack of trying. I do go to bed at like my normal bedtime, right? Like, which happens to be the witching hour. My bedtime is midnight. And I go to bed. On days that I'm remote and I have to log in at 9, I'm up by 8. I should be able to get close to 8 hours of sleep. I'm lucky. I'm lucky if I get 6 hours these days. I'm just not sleeping well. Don't really have a great solution to it, but it's making me feel very tired during the day. And then on top of that, like, I'm not getting out and about as much as I'd like to So I think there's like a momentum that I'm trying to kickstart, which kind of goes back to I was gonna do a walk and talk. I was gonna go to the park and do this video from the park. I'm making a point to get out. I'm making a concerted effort to do things to kind of like change up my routine a little bit and just try to get a little bit of energy back into my my day, my momentum. You know, it's like I don't know, metaphoric kinetic energy, I guess you could call it. I don't know. But yeah, I'm trying to jumpstart myself. So I don't know, does anybody else go through this at like the end of the winter, where it's almost like you were in hibernation mode through the winter and now spring is coming, but you don't feel energized because spring is coming? You feel sleepy and tired and sluggish because you've been hibernating and you just can't get your gears going, your gears spinning. Anyone else experience this? Am I alone in this? Like, I'd love to hear what other people go through this time of year and like how you push through it. If there's any tips and tricks or ideas, anything to kind of get some momentum going again. And I'm sure it'll come back. It's just going through these motions. So that's one big thing that's going on. Another thing I wanted to mention, I don't think it will happen, but if there's any delay in my videos going up, my computer broke. So I can't edit right now, so I'm filming. But if I end up with a backlog of like stuff I filmed but then have to edit, there may be a little bit of a delay. I hope that doesn't happen. I try to keep to a schedule. I try to get my videos out every 3 days. But I just want to give a heads up that I did have a technological problem and it might have a little bit of an impact. So hopefully not, but you know, you never know. So I just wanted to put that out there. A couple of other sort of like odds and ends updates. I've been doing a series of shorts, so you may have caught them already. I've been rewatching Doctor Who, and I've been doing a series of shorts where I'm just sort of talking about the different episodes as I'm watching them. So if you're into Doctor Who, or if you're not into Doctor Who but you're curious about Doctor Who and you want to hear more about it, check out some of my shorts. It's pretty cool. It's just another, you know, geeky fandom thing that I love and get to talk about. And I felt like the shorts format was a better format for doing that. And it's a series. It has its own playlist, so if you want to see it, it's over there. Also, speaking of like other endeavors, if you are a person that likes to just sort of have like chill ambient background music going on, I also have a secondary channel called Fandom Frequencies. It's AI generated images. I'm using Adobe Express because they have rights to the images that they source their AI with. So it's sort of, it's a more ethical type of AI generated images. And I'm making them themed to some of my favorite fandoms. So things like Dungeons and Dragons, Doctor Who, comics, DC, Marvel comics, the superheroes, things along those lines. Jim Henson movies from the 80s. I'm using inspiration from those type of things, creating images and setting them to chill ambient background music. So if you just want something to like relax to and listen to, I'll throw a link to that channel in the description and check it out. If it's not your thing, it's not your thing. It's not for everybody, but if it is your thing, I just wanted to let you know it's out there, it's an option, it's something I've been working on, and we'll see if it goes anywhere, but I'm having fun doing it. So, just another thing in my repertoire, so to say. Other than that, continuing to look to the future of my travels. I'm getting very excited. One of my trips is coming up. Before I know it, I will blink and it will be here. Almost. Not quite, but almost. Super looking forward to this. So travel videos incoming soon, but it'll be a good time. It'll be a good time. So I guess for now, I guess that's it. That's my update for the moment. And I will see everybody real soon. And until then, stay inspired by everyone. Take care.